Hi, Universe. I am Ashley Lightburn, Miss Universe Belize 2022. I am here at the Miss Universe office. You all submitted questions for me to answer on Instagram, and I'm super excited to get that done. So a former Miss Universe that I love the most would definitely be Zosie. She is a Black woman like myself, which is very important because we need representation. Apart from that, she is an iconic woman. She is not afraid to take up space wherever she is. And the fact that she was able to wear her natural hair on stage, it was such a huge thing for me because Black women struggle with their natural hair, likewise I do. So that was the most important part. My advice for girls that are dreaming of becoming Miss Universe or at least participating would be for them to build themselves. As Miss Universe Belize at 26, I know that I was ready to get this done. I had wanted to do it from I was 17 years old, but I wasn't at the capacity to represent my country the way that I wanted to. So I had to build myself, not only academically, but be more in tune with my country, be more in tune with who I am, build my mental health to get to a point where I am mature enough to represent not only my country, but have the courage to also represent the universe. I advocate strongly for women in STEM, specifically women in mathematics. So as Miss Belize and as an aspiring Miss Universe, I'm using my title and my reach to be able to encourage more young girls to get into STEM and math. I want them to see me and my journey becoming a mathematician, the hardship that I faced, and use that as their roadmap to getting there. I want them to see that math is not hard. It is not a subject that has to be very cumbersome. It is super easy if we have proper foundation. For that reason, I also help little children so they can have a better math experience so we can build a better world. I also advocate heavily for mental health. We are nothing if we are not mentally healthy. Physical health is important, yes, but we need to take care of ourselves so we are able to offer our best selves in whatever capacity we are in. My life motto has changed a lot since I have come into the latter part of my 20s. Currently, I am on a why not type of mood. It helps me make decisions that I would not necessarily make because I'm too afraid. I believe strongly in preparing for what you want in life, but you also have to be spontaneous enough to be able to take chances. Becoming Miss Belize has definitely made me a lot busier than I was prior to the title, but being able to represent my country, it fuels me with this patriotism that I never had before. I've always been someone that's very proud of who I am, my culture, and where I come from. So being able to represent my country, it has awakened new passions in me that I did not know exist. Although it gets overwhelming at times because having a title really comes with a lot of work. So I have to remember to prioritize myself as much as I prioritize my family and my country. If you are headed down to Belize, there is so much to do, and depending on what you're looking for, you could find a little bit of everything. But if I had to make one recommendation, it would definitely be to visit Key Cocker. It is my favorite key in Belize. It offers a very relaxing experience. It's very laid back. There's sand, salt, and water, of course. So it's a place for you to unwind. It's a place for you to become whoever you want to be. So if you're in Belize, remember me in your head and go to Key Cocker. My favorite movie of all time would have to be Beauty and the Beast. I cry every single time I watch that movie, and that's because I know what's gonna happen. But it's just a little girl's dream to become a princess. Belle is very educated, she's very strong, she is not afraid to speak her mind, but she still opens herself to love, and love in a way that is not conventional because she ended up with the beast. So it's a reminder of loving yourself, being open, and building. So I'm from the Caribbean, and I think that the song that I would use to fuel my pageant journey would definitely be People from Kiss. It's about fetting, dancing with your people, enjoying your people, and I'm here to create one universe, so it's all about the people. Becoming a mathematician is a very funny story for me. So I actually started out in high school as a 3 science major, chemistry, biology, physics. I just don't like chemistry. So I dropped it and I picked up physics and math. I thought it was easier. Then math became super hard and I actually failed my first year of junior college, believe it or not. That was very hard for me. And it just sparked this passion. My teachers at the time, they told me I was a little bit too pretty to be in a subject as rigid as math. And the person that I am, I did not appreciate that. So I started to push myself to become not only a good mathematician, but one of the best. And so I used my journey through my struggle to inspire girls that are in the subject, because there aren't many girls. I was 2 in a class of 7 boys. So I used my journey to be able to show them that math is a universal subject and it's for anybody that wants to pick it up. The preparation for the big pageant is a lot. It is a lot more than the preparation for my national pageant. Outside of the mainstream, learning to do makeup and doing my hair, it is a lot of learning about myself, learning about my country, figuring out what it is that I want to showcase. It's about learning about my organization that I plan to represent, what they are into, what their morals are, and aligning myself with that. As a woman in STEM, I have picked up the torch as a lecturer. So I lecture part-time at my national university as a math lecturer. And apart from that, I also help with tutoring in after-school programs during the summertime for kids, specifically in math, so they could gather the correct foundation that they need to be able to find math as a more pleasant subject when they get back into school. Also, I use my experiences as a mathematician to go into schools during the school year and just share my experience with the students to inspire them, to have them know that I can be an all-around girl and I can also be a mathematician, I can also be a banker, so their options are limitless. One of the most interesting and fun things about Belize is that it's an entire experience, it's a vibe. When you go to Belize, there are 7 different cultures that you can experience depending on where you are in the country. And it offers an experience like no other. You can go there and you could be anybody. You could embrace any culture and you are welcomed into that. You learn their traditions, you eat their food, you get to experience their culture, their makeup, who they are. Belize is a hidden gem, so being there is an experience in itself. I have always wanted to do a pageant. When I was 17, I actually started to think about it in real time, but I was somewhat shy in the beginning, so I knew that I needed to build myself a whole lot more than I was at 17. So I started to work on myself for a very long time, and at 25, I decided to take the leap into pageantry. It offers a platform that gives you reach, and it's important when you're advocating for issues, especially issues in STEM, to have that reach, to be able to connect with people. Thank you guys for submitting your questions. I had so much fun answering them, and I will see you in New Orleans at Miss Universe competition in January.